but now I'm older, I don't get anything.
You don't get anything?
Nothing.
Let me guess.
I got 2.
Kevin Bacon.
1.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, I can see that.
The other one's Gary Busey, unfortunately.
A mini Gary Busey, yeah.
I don't know the guy though. Who's the second guy?
Gary Busey.
I don't know the guy.
Yo, Gary Busey.
That's what I said.
On a good day.
Yeah.
Not the drug rehab Gary Busey.
Yeah, exactly.
Gary Busey
What was the
via.
movie he's been in, though? I can't even think. I mean, he's been in a ton.
He was
of
in Point Break.
Point Break, yeah.
Point Break.
He's been in a lot of movies.
The reason why I asked the question was just as simple as, you know, focus everybody in unusual directions, right? But seriously, when one asked me to come here and talk to you guys, I have a background in marketing, and I'm currently working with a law firm doing specialized niche marketing that utilizes internet significantly, but we also integrate direct marketing very effectively, primarily in North America. So, on a more serious note, could you please tell me why you're in Medellin and what your business is and what you'd like to accomplish from this meeting? This is a more serious question than the actor question.
I took the actor question very seriously.
Let's start here.
Yeah, I'll go first. Well, I have been interested in, starting my own business on, different projects since I was about 11 years old. I've had a lot of businesses and a lot that have failed. Each of them I learned something from, but what I've noticed that was crucial is building a network of mentors and people who've already done what I need to do. So, that's what I'm looking to get out of this. I'm currently importing products from China, LED lighting, among some other projects that I'm trying to work on.
For distribution in what market?
In the commercial, residential, architectural,
Anywhere.
many different markets. Yeah. I have not done that here yet. From what I understand, you need an importing license here. With the FTA coming up, I don't know what the rules are going to be, but that's what I'm looking to branch out, try to figure out how I can get the products from China here into a distribution network, into where I need it to go.
Are you doing that in the U.S.? Mm-hmm. I'm just curious because I used to be a little bit involved in the renewable energy business in Florida prior to coming here. So LED lighting.
Then I can definitely talk to you. I'm interested. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. How many projects are you involved in right now?
I'm involved currently in just this one.
Okay.
Looking, have a couple others on the drawing board, and about a shoebox full under my bed. So.
Okay, cool. Joe?
Well, I guess I'm in Medellin because I get tired of being in the States. To have too many friends, too much time on my hands, so I can go out, hang out, and drink and party all day, and goof off. So,
there's a business in that someplace.
There is a business in that.
So
probably several.
You want to open a bar?
Down here, it really forces me. I work more most of the time, and then I'm looking at what other items I can export out of here to the United States. I do industrial chemicals on the internet.
That's it.
So my products are very niche. I kind of cornered the market. I own all the domains. I got like 7 authority e-commerce websites, about 200 e-commerce websites. There are smaller niches and about 50 other smaller websites that link, or smaller 5-page websites.
Good for you.
So I'm pretty much saturated the marketplace without doing more of it, because if you do too much of it, sooner or later Google is going to say, okay, we're going to remove your content.
Right.
So I pretty much, I'll spend the first couple months of the year revamping it, prettying it up, update the content, do little tweaks, just make sure everything ranks well, and then looking for something new to do.
How long have you been doing that?
Seriously, 3 years on the internet.
Okay.
8 years. I put my first site together. The last 3 years, I've really put it together, saying, okay, I'm going to learn. I got tired of the phone. The idea was trying to get rid of the phone calls. I got too many damn phone calls. So it's pure laziness. It was like, what the hell can I do to get these people to order product?
In your product, do you have wide margins or narrow margins? You have wide margins?
It depends on most of the products are decent. Most of them I won't sell anything for less than 20-30%, but there's some products that have 1,000, 2,000% margin.
And do you have lifetime value of your customers? In other words, when you acquire a customer, do you look at that customer as just one sale, or is that
no? Mostly with chemicals are recurring revenue. you know, it depends on how long it depletes. Some customers might take a month to deplete the chemicals, some 2 years to deplete the chemicals, but chemicals typically, they'll dump them by accident, they'll use them, they're consumed. It's a byproduct of it,
Do you do your own web development?
Yeah. I have 3 people that work for me in the Philippines now, so.
What do you do for customer retention?
Nothing.
I think that's going to be important for you.
Oh yeah, I know.
There's a real good program called Office Autopilot that takes, especially in North America, it takes it's a very sophisticated customer database. So you could take your customers and segment them by what kind of chemicals they
I've
make,
done that,
or
yeah.
what kind of quantities they order on. You can do a promotion with a postcard. And you can do it through their interface in quantities of 5 or 500, and you can affix a personalized URL to the postcard. So the postcard will have a URL and then customer 1 or John B. And when they hit that landing page, it'll notify you that they responded to that offer. If they stay on that page for longer than a certain time, it'll tell you that they stayed on for longer than 3 minutes, which might be a good qualification to invest more money in a different fulfillment package.
I use Volusion, and they have the newsletter.
Okay.
That I think I can do 1,000 newsletter, but you can purchase more of them. But I've sponsored webinars in Boiler Industries, and got the name out there, captured the lead list, and throw them in there.
Have you seen good conversion of that?
No,
No.
I mean, it's very specialized.
Do you see?
I've been mostly just sitting back, waiting for people to place the order.
Okay. Well, I admire your laziness.
Yeah.
Tremendously. Let's talk about the webinar a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get people to register for your webinar. What is the percentage of people that actually attend the webinar versus register?
They don't give me something. I don't do that. I actually just pay a couple $1,000 bucks. An outside company has it. They have a couple thousand people that will watch it.
Right.
And I'm one of the people that pays a couple $1,000 bucks to have the domain up there.
Okay.
The chemistries I'm focusing on is a $12 billion marketplace.
Right.
So I just need to shave off 1 to 2% of it.
Again, I admire your laziness tremendously.
Being honest,
Joe,
You need to shave off 1 or 2%.
You're my new inspiration.
But if you could do 4, you'd be doing so much better.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know. But then exponentially you get more employees, you end up having to work more, and I don't want to do that.
Let's touch on that for a minute. Have you done that before? It sounds like you've already gone that route.
Well, what I've done right now is relocated all my
no,
inventory
that's
to a
John.
logistic warehousing company.
Right.
So I didn't have to get a larger warehouse, didn't have to hire more employees, so I get to the next level.
The last one. Yes.
Everybody, John Tonti.
Hey John. Last one to show up is the bill.
Él está empezando.
Meet you guys.
Él está haciendo nada en este momento. Él sí. No sé Gordon qué hace.
Excuse all the ties and suits you see sitting around here.
Y yo es que la gente que está acá está trabajando en un proyecto porque lo que estamos acá está haciendo lo mejor.
You know, my presentation really was just to talk to everybody and sort of from that develop the content that's worthy of everybody coming here and sitting down. Now, Joe, you said something that was interesting. You're really gun shy of human beings working for you, and you're outsourcing everything, it seems to me.
Yeah, I don't like being a boss. I never even wanted to open a company. I never wanted to do it. The only reason it evolved into this, I got tired of people calling me, ordering this smaller little product for $30.
Right?
And then all of a sudden, I started adding more and more products. That site has 5,000 products. Now it's led to hundreds of websites. My intentions was never really to be a business owner or to have employees.
Have you had employees before?
No. Well, I got 6 now. I'm the worst boss in the world. Well, or the best. I live in the hell alone.
But you outsource all those, right?
No, they actually they outsource, but I pay directly. I mean, I pay a firm direct, and they get vacation time, sick pay, and all that stuff. And then I got full-time employees, in the States as well.
That's the way to do it. Why bother farm out?
But I mean, they're full-time employees. I give them kickbacks under the table, so there ain't nobody paying them as well as I do.
Are these
These are my designers and all that, but the people that answer the phones and the people that have to enter the purchase order, the people that have to interact with the customers are employees in the States.
They're employees in the States?
Yeah.
Good for you.
And and the problem is the more you grow, the more legitimately you get, the more you have to do things honestly and 100% by taxation rules. Until you reach a plateau where it's like you got to put this much more effort in to make the same amount of money because you got to do everything legal now.
This doesn't want to work that way.
I see that.
To make money.
You know, I'm getting the same thing. What is your?
I think he should be coaching all of us.
I know.
That's true.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Good
Background chemical engineering. I got an MBA, but
Okay.
nothing that just practical.
Good for you. Good for you. And so, on a more personal note, why are you here, and how long do you want to live here, and do you like Medellin and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I plan on getting an apartment full. I've been coming down here a while, so it's kind of nice. Kind of relaxing. Somewhere different. I got tired of Costa Rica, I got tired of Panama. It's the same time zone, so I didn't want to go like Europe. So I'm in the same time zone as Atlanta, so I can interact easily. And if I have to jump on a plane, I don't have to deal with that. You know, I'm 41 now, I'm getting old, man. This white skin shit starts aging fast when you get old. So I don't like different hours, being late, that's that. No.
He's really 73.
It's true.
I'm actually older than him.
Can you do Costa Rica, Panama, and Colombia?
Yeah.
Sin gas.
Costa Rica, just a dump.
Which one?
Don't hold anything back. Say
Oh, that's cool.
how you really feel.
Filled with petty theft. I mean, you take your shoes off, you put your shoelace over there, and turn your back. Someone's going to steal.
Is this Taco or
San Jose? Mostly Costa Rica.
Okay.
A lot of petty theft.
Okay.
Costa Rica, it's easy to go to. If you don't speak English, there's a lot of Americans. A lot of people speak pretty good English, so the pros are. If you haven't traveled outside the country, Costa Rica's pretty easy to go if you don't speak the language.
Okay.
Panama, good banking system. It's a hell of a lot easier to get the banking system.
I knew you would react like that.
I don't have a problem with the banking system. But I know a person with a manager. It's easy for the banking system compared to the banking system here.
They're a pain in the ass to deal with.
It's good, it's too hot there, but it's more integrated for business in Panama. So if you want to do Panamanian-based corporation, it's relatively easier to get your business up and running.
And a lot of the laws parallel with the U.S.
Yeah, which it could be good and bad. And then Costa Rica, Colombia, the banking structure is just terrible if you're trying to do something on the internet. The PayPal really doesn't interact well with the local community. Weather's nice.
Have you used the Pioneer Pay kind of things and all those pseudo-monetary mechanisms?
No.
E-passport, that kind of stuff?
No. I've just done PayPal and just
You probably don't need to. I mean, it's not required.
Yeah, all my sites now are set up to accept payments worldwide. So you can do online worldwide.
So what's the big plus for Colombia?
Beautiful women here. I don't drink as much because there's nothing to do during the day. And I think it's got a lot of potential for a sense of free trade agreements, or that finding the right niche product here, you can get to the States relatively quick. I have all the shipping and the logistics already set up, and if I find the right product, I can drop it in place. I got current distribution, I got a warehouse in Atlanta. If I find the right product, I have everything in its place.
Because you're spinning right there.
Yeah, I'm spinning.
Yeah.
Listen, I've got a secret that I'm going to let you all in on right now because I feel a lot of love in this room. Flowers.
Flowers, yeah, that's big business too.
I'm joking. That's pretty good.
But it's finding a niche. You need to find a niche product that you can bring to the market.
Right.
And there's so much money that I've found in consumer products selling to the internet. If you're going to go to the United States, you've got 300 million people. Men always negotiate price. Women never negotiate price. If you can find a product you can sell to the women on the internet and make it easy for them to buy it, they ain't going to call and try to get a 2-for-1 deal. They're going to buy whatever and spend the money without negotiating or haggling. So if you can find a product you can sell to a woman in the American marketplace, advertise it the right way, ship it to them the right way, they don't care about money as much as a man. A man's always going to negotiate price. That's one of the things I've observed.
You can bamboozle a female consumer like with a bunch of promotional speak.
Yeah.
A woman will buy something she doesn't want or need if she thinks she's going to get it 2-for-1 for free, or 50% off on Tuesdays. I'm sorry. No.
Well, no, even if I've had lake house rentals like in Atlanta or in Kentucky, every time a woman called, I knew I didn't have to worry about haggling the price. She might bitch a little about this, that, and the other, but if her mind was already made up when she seen the photographs online that that's what she wanted, never once negotiated her price. Every time a man called, well, you know, I can get a place for $1,300 down the road. I'm like, well, go ahead, I'll give you 2 other places that are 30 years old. A man will always haggle on pricing. A woman won't haggle on pricing. It's just a general observation. Now, there's always going to be outlying. You know, I got probably 8,000 customers now, so I got a pretty broad base of, you know, who does what, who complains, who doesn't complain.
Right.
In general, this is generalization.
Do you find that the 20-80 rule
What is the John, please?
your customer base?
Thank you, man. John is a weekend the hat.
Especially, almost to a T on e-commerce. I have all the Google Analytics, and it'll be 18 to 21%. Returning customers versus new customers.
Is that amazing?
What's that again? Can you say that again, please?
80-20 rule.
What's that?
20% by 80%.
Yeah. Or even visitors. You know, visitors to your site, you get 20% return visitors and 80% new customers coming to your site. Always.
Okay.
Always.
I want to say that your presentation was worth me coming here. I've got a lot of this. I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to think with my small head.
When the book comes out next month.
Exactly. Okay, Mikey.
I was involved in real estate and did a lot of also. I was on the finance side of things, the real estate in Florida for many, many years. And when the market started to turn, like 5 years ago, I started doing developing financial products for foreigners in Latin America, specifically Panama, Costa Rica. And when all that kind of went, I came down here to looking at doing some
Did
investing.
you find that just fell over the cliff right in one moment? Or
I'd had enough of it, to be honest with you. I was like, I'm so tired of trying to like develop a new product. I worked with Deutsche Bank on a product for a year, and you know, the thing folded. So I just said, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm tired of it. I really, really enjoy making, you know, putting together big deals and big money deals. But I decided, I am so tired of just like working my ass off and not really having any fun except whenever I go on vacation. So I decided to take some time off. I came down here looking at buying property, and I came across Medellin, and I had this camera. Some pretty girls. I started taking photos. Next thing you know, I'm taking some photos from magazines. I started a website to document my adventures in photography.
To brag you.
So I started basically taking my business knowledge and just saying, you know what, I'm going to declare myself a photographer, international photographer. Next thing you know, I'm traveling around the world as an educator, leader in the industry, in the photography industry, doing photography. So that's, I've kind of
Time out for 1 second. How many thousands of people around the world right now are trying to get a master's degree or a PhD in photography?
Thousands.
Thousands and thousands and thousands.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thousands.
And so
people spend thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, ungodly amounts of money to get
and you use
an education.
you use your entrepreneurship and your personality to become a celebrity within 8 months.
Celebrity very, very quickly, I would say within 6 months.
Well, people will pay a lot for a photograph. There's many times on a website, I wanted a photograph, and I'd be willing to pay $1,000, $2,000 for the right photograph. There's a big demand for it.
Yeah, photographs everything, really.
Yeah, it's more than just a photograph for what I've created there. It's also an experience to spend time with me, is what I've created. I've done television, all kind of presentations all around the world, Hong Kong, New York. So I do all that. That's sort of my day job. It's what I do. I don't really look at it. And I have different products that I sell, from different online products to, you know, seminars. Come hang out. I just did one. Come hang out with me for a week. People flew in from all around the world to hang out with me here for a week.
What'd they do?
We went all over Antioquia doing photography with models, local people from small pueblos. We shot with the famous fashion photographer down the street, Esteban Escobar. So it was cool. It was a good experience for these people.
Wow.
Do that, but I'm also a deal maker. So, you know, that's kind of like in me. I love doing big deals. I like putting together things that make money. It's exciting for me. So being here, and I've made a decision to live part of my life or majority of my time here in Medellin. So why not go in and get back into that?
And so how's your Spanish coming?
Spanish is getting much better, especially helps to helps to have certain relationships that help.
I've got a question.
It always comes back to that. So when you look at the future, are you going to be focused on this primary project, or are you open to branching out a little bit?
Well, my as a photographer, just getting those. It's a matter of putting everything together so that it sort of is working itself. I don't really have to do much to maintain it for the next couple of years. Getting a core set of products that produce X amount of dollars a month for me, plus go and do these international gigs that I like to do. But then I'm going to have this other large chunk of time when I'm not doing that. So why not? I have other internet projects I want to work on as well.
Are you interested in doing import-export with this free trade agreement type of stuff?
Absolutely. And I've got a lot of ideas kind of floating around in my head on different ideas.
A lot of shoeboxes underneath the bed with ideas.
And I like the idea of outsourcing a lot of that, come up with a great idea, and not be the guy that's sitting there, trying to play 20 different hats. Give it to other people to let them do what, if I want to make, design some shoes, I'm probably going to find a designer and find a factory. I'm not going to try to make them myself. I'd rather just farm all that out to everybody else.
Sure.
I think it's gonna. I like that idea.
I got a great company if you ever need it. I started NGL. I just started working with them 2 months ago, and I'm telling you, it made a big difference in my business because, what is it, Zappos, the shoe companies?
Zappos?
Yeah, they do all their shoes. They got different distributions, and when you buy those shoes online, they're stocked at multiple locations, so that's how they can ship them so cheap, and you can return them to the local place. They clean it 3 times. They never touch a product. They never ship a product. They pay 50 cents to ship it out, 25 cents to put a label on it, and they get the cheapest shipping rate because they do bulk. These guys just have trucks. NGL. And so I got all my stuff in the main truck. You could pick, they have 200 different warehouses throughout the world. So I can sit there and say, I want a truckload of chemical picked up in China. They'll go there with their truck, write them a check on the spot, drop ship it in anywhere I want in 200 spots throughout the world. Now I don't have to have a warehouse. Minimum charge is $400 a month. And then the shipping rates are cheaper because the more bulk they can do internally, the cheaper rates they get. So your prices are cheaper. So if you do anything from an import standpoint, that's the company we work with. And I've already been working with them 2 months, and it's working out very good, man. I just give them a credit card. They just charge it, so I don't have to do all the I don't have to do all the billing. I don't have to do all the this. I got someone that just views it once a month, and it's done.
Right. Juan, do you want to go ahead and make a note of that? And at the end of this, you can follow up with everybody and include this real good resource.
I got the Office of Autopilot and I got the MGL.
Very good.
NGL.
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 Yeah. That guy is sharp, people. Okay.
I have a question for you, Mike, real quick. Your products that you're selling, are they informational products?
I have informational products. I'm also working with some companies in China that are making some products that are in the photography industry.
Okay.
Some of them are going to require patents and that sort of thing. So I'm in the process of working on all of that, but that's a 6-month project. I'd like to speed that process up by farming it out to somebody else because it's a relatively new territory for me. They're going through the process of getting a patent, that sort of thing. But that answers your question.
Yeah, I was curious, if
I have a wide variety of different products. Some of it is information products. And also the once a month that I get together for a week and do the one-on-one or groups.
Let me ask you a question. If you spend the money and time putting a patent together, and someone infringes on it, how are you going to enforce it?
Well, that's obviously that's a big part of it. A friend of mine designed this strap. It's now pretty much the standard in the industry of photography. And he spends a lot of money with exactly what you're talking about.
Are you enforcing? So is it worth wasting your time getting a patent? I mean, that's just an open question. I mean,
absolutely.
Something I thought about.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right. What actor do you think you look like?
What? What's that got to do with anything?
I've never seen this movie, but there's some movie called Remember the Titans, and the quarterback in the movie Remember the Titans.
Sunshine. That's your new name.
All right, Sunshine.
Sunshine.
That didn't take too long. Okay, well.
Is that it? That's it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, me too. It takes a long time.
What is your business?
So that's to speak. Well, I just finished the same scholarship at Rensselaer. So that was.
What's that?
I didn't go over that.
Oh, you didn't go to that?
Yeah.
We won the Rotary
Ambassadorial
Ambassadorial Scholarship. Basically, the Rotary Club gives between 500 and 700 scholarships every year to study in foreign countries.
I see.
And so they gave me and Brent like 25 grand just to like come down here and study and give presentations and be a nice person. Be an ambassador of goodwill.
Yeah.
So that finished up in the beginning of January, but I decided to stay because I did a specialization at UPB.
What's the UPB?
La Universidad Pontificia Bolivariana. And it sits in Laredo, on the other side of the city.
Right.
And nobody really knows what a specialization is on a world stage, right? If I have that on my resume, somebody might be like, wow, you took a weekend course or something like that. So I decided to stay and get a master's degree, and that's going to take me all this year. But scholarship ran out, and I'm doing like a research internship at the school to pay for the schooling. But that only takes 15 hours a week, and so now I'm looking for a full-time job also. I'm developing. I'd love to maybe we could rent a classroom sometimes so we could have a projector and show each other, like I'd love to see your webpage, and I'd like to show you guys something that I'm working on. It's basically like a platform to teach entrepreneurship to high schoolers, and also a platform for entrepreneurship for any average citizens. And I've been working on it since last April about, I guess. And a lot of it's built out, and a lot of the functionality is there. Basically, the school side of it, I'd like to sell as a subscription service to high schools, because here in Colombia and the United States, entrepreneurial curriculum is pretty much non-existent or very, very weak. And I think if I can create this robust online or a web-based software suite that helps teachers manage their students, teach entrepreneurship, has all the lesson plans, and everything like that, gives like a space for the students to interact. I think I could sell that as a subscription service to schools as a way for them to teach entrepreneurship to kids. And I'm developing it in English and Spanish, and like I said, I'd love to show it to you guys, and just run you all through it so I can get all your criticism for it.
That's a good idea.
What else?
How good was your Spanish before you came to South America?
It's pretty good, because I lived in Nicaragua for like 10 months. I volunteered with Kiva.org. It's like an online platform. It's based out of San Francisco, and they have microfinance institution partners all around the world. And you can loan $25 increments to developer, clothing business, or somebody in Africa to develop a furniture business or whatever it be. And so right now I'm looking for a full-time job, actually, because I used to think that it might impede my ability to be an entrepreneur to have a full-time job, but the truth is I think with the extra income, I'll be able to launch more of the things I want to launch.
Okay.
So
what have you done as an entrepreneur?
What have I done?
Have you done anything as an entrepreneur yet?
The only thing I've done as an entrepreneur is I had a company in Los Angeles for about a year called Fairwear.
Okay.
And I made like a number of sales, they weren't even that big. I mean, maybe 1,000 t-shirts here, 1,000 t-shirts there. And it was basically I take non-profit organizations, and I would develop an image for them, apart from their normal branding image,
right.
and put it on a t-shirt, and then sell the t-shirt and give them a percentage.